Let's pause all this, right? Let's get back in the crib. I want to talk about a few things, B. Video sponsored by Billionaires Boys Club. Smoke good, get gassed up. My argument and claim to fame, right? Check this out. I'm more lit on Instagram than YouTube. I just got to build this up, and I'll be here with y'all. But 50 Cent, T.I., everybody that you name or might watch or might jack is on my Instagram and my comment section. Bottom line. It is E.M.B Entertainment. It stacks for time. You know what I'm saying? New York's new rider, man. Most viable trapper. It is what it is. I've been running my own entertainment company for the last 8 years. A lot of these rappers, they despise me because I knew the business before them. A lot of them are just getting their feet wet, learning contracts and business deals. See, if I wasn't, I guess, blackballed or I can't even say blackballed. I'll say hated on. If I wasn't hated on when uh, I'll say originally wanted to come out because the talent was so, like, it was so there, like the energy was so there. But you got to remember, these dudes can't put you in position if they're in contract binding situations. Perfect example. Sometimes your rappers get down on their luck, right? And then you'll sometimes see them say, yo, I'm doing features. Hit me in a DM. Um, 9 times out of 10, it ain't them, it's their management. But sometimes they in on it too. And they already know whatever feature you get with them, you can't make no money off of it because they in that contractual bind. So these are the games that they do, man. And then now most of your rappers want to blog and podcast. So for us that got real entertainment companies, right? Because they don't want to tell you they're no longer bosses. How you so rich but you work for somebody else? I don't really understand that part. 2 plus 2 ain't 4 with that. You know what I'm saying? And then if you look at somebody like Kanye West, right? He showed you levels past Jay-Z as far as like artistical forms and showing you the art of what the culture is. You know what I'm saying? He's an all-around artist. And he sells out stadiums. Stadiums. So you ask yourself this, right? With everybody we used to listen to from the 2000s, right? And even 50 Cent. I heard a new joint by 50 Cent today. Fire. Fire. He got some kind of cover art with like a hand coming through the water. Fire. I'll say this, you don't lose your artistical sense. If I want to come out tomorrow and drop a single, I might have to go in the studio literally for 3 hours and then just embody the energy, feel the beat, and then start getting into it because I already have the muscle memory for being an artist. You know what I'm saying? So with 50 Cent, he can do movies, all roads lead to Shreveport, all that fly stuff, right? But the music he came out with today and dropped today lets you know he didn't lose a beat. The hell what he put out with Max B and everything. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Max B. Shout out to him. I outgrew his music. And I was waved out. I was waved out. I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. Like, back then, mobbing, hoping the nigga stay free, bombing on Jim Jones, Chrissy touched it in Miami. All that was cool. Years later, we all grow up. Certain things that we liked and didn't like, or certain things that, intrigued us, don't intrigue us no more. A lot of his music don't intrigue me no more. I'll listen to his old catalog because it'll remind me when I was, you know what I'm saying, in the streets, juggling multiple girls and all that stuff. And they was touching it like they was touching it in Miami. You know, you start thinking of that realm and what you was doing. The music now is just like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's just like, okay, that's Max B. It's not like you're excited to hear his music. I think that went out the window once he came home and wasn't really doing nothing. Like he was like lying to the world. Like he was taking studio clips, you know, with him and French in the studio, and we just started seeing like clips of them in the studio. No real music being made. Real music was being made. You get what I'm saying? Facts. Am I asleep? You tell me if I'm asleep if I'm over here talking. Tell me that. Tell me if I look asleep. I know I smoke gas though. So shout out to the again, Billionaires Buzz Club. You know what I'm saying? Smoke right, smoke good. So I don't look sleep. You dig? And when I'm sober, I look Chinese, B. That's just what it is. I got unique features. But you'll be alright. It's still E.M.B Entertainment, man. I run my own regime over here. Feel me? That's how that works. No spray weed. So if you see me look sleep, that's how you need to be looking if you smoke anything. Because everything out here is sprayed and manufactured. And they're buying $30 ounces off the internet and bagging it up in these presentational boxes for y'all. So if you ain't smoking pain, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, it's E.M.B Entertainment, man. You know what I'm saying? I have my own entertainment company for the last 8 years paying taxes in New York State. I'm really him. And it stands for Executing Miraculous Business. Because I be bombing on your favorite rappers every day. Um, I'm new to this YouTube thing. We're going to build it up. I got like 700 and some subscribers. We're building it up. But for all y'all that don't know me, it's the same name, and go to Instagram. You'll see all your favorite rappers. They all in my comment section. They all know who I am. That's just bottom line. Some of these YouTubers get mad because I get so much traction on my Instagram and wonder why these people, they tag these people. They tag 50 Cent, T.I., and them dudes, I don't tag them. But they come right to my page. So y'all see all that engagement on my Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I don't got to sit here and cap about nothing. Y'all going to see that over time. I don't cap about nothing. I had a hard life. I see life through a different lens than most people. Period. Y'all gonna see that the more I talk. Like I'm talking straight to the camera. I don't need no shades on to try to lie and manipulate to y'all. Just hard life, man. Real hard knock life. Dead ass. Moms died when I was 13. I got emancipated at 14, and I knew the streets since then. My dad died when I was like 11. Moral of the story: my mom was a single mom though, raising 3 boys. Get what I'm saying? So I got a different traction than most men out here. Most men can still call their moms, visit their moms. Might have both parents. I can't call 1-800 collect to heaven. So how I deal with people and you know what I mean, and how I treat people might be different from other people. And you too. Some people you might engage with in life, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. They might take life for a joke still. They didn't lose enough yet. I lost what was vital to me at a young age. And I'm out here now in the 5 boroughs. I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. I run around and the youth run down on me. I run across their timelines on Instagram. Like I said, I'm very lit on Instagram organically. No paid views, no blue check. And everybody's over there with me. You know what I'm saying? So the way I got that energy over there, I'm going to start bringing this over here to the YouTube. You know what I mean? Word. You got 22,000 followers. That ain't no traction. You sound like a hater, bro. 22,000 followers is better than 100 followers, right? Just think about that. Out of 22,000 followers, If I had a hat or a hoodie, I might get maybe 15 to 2,000 people, maybe 3,000 people buying it. That's lucrative money for you, S. Dot, you damn hater. Word. But I know how the YouTube works. But you sound stupid. You sound stupid, bro. And because you ain't heard about me, that sound like a personal problem. Do your research. Do your research. And if you don't like what I'm doing, this is what I tell people. Do it better than me. Hopefully you got a company you paying taxes on. Do it better than me. You know what I'm saying? Do it better than me. 22,000 followers. How many followers you got? And what you doing in the 5 boroughs? And what you paying taxes on? And do you live in your own crib? And got your own merch? You get what I'm saying? That's that. Let's talk about it. Or do you live with a girl or your grandmother or something? I ain't gonna give you no more attention, B. You a cornball over here. This is real energy. And if you identify with me or walk on me or see me around the streets, you'll catch the energy I'm on, bro. That's the love I get. Like I said, you run to my Instagram and see what's going on, bro. You sound like a clown, but appreciate you being here. Enjoy the content. Moving on now. So from the group home, Spofford, looking at 105 years in Baltimore when I was 23 years old. Like, it was a lot of serious things that I've been through in life, right? That I had to overcome, and it was a lot of challenges, and I stood tall on everything. I don't glamorize the street life, because that's not why I'm here. And my platform ain't going to be really talking about a whole bunch of my jail activities and things that I did to promote that to the youth. The youth look at me in a whole nother light now, and I'm showing them that it's cool to run your own business. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to have business credit cards in your name. I can't even show my cards on screen. I gotta be careful with that. But it's cool to have multiple cards on, multiple credit cards, be in your name without scamming. See, these are things that I could teach people, B. I know financial literacy, and I know also in our hoods, we don't know that. That's why so many people want to rob and steal from people like me that might be lit. They got on chains and want to count your money because they don't know how to go get it themselves. They want the quick fix. You know what I'm saying? And usually the quick fix sign them up. That quick fix usually sign them up for a sausage party. The biggest sausage party in America. People sign up every day. Oh, gang members, dudes down on their luck. Right? The biggest sausage party, I don't want 3 meals, 3 hots in a cot. With a whole bunch of dudes on testosterone that can't smash nothing. You might be able to smash a CEO once in a while. I know I did when I was in Maryland. Shout out to my BMF family, my BGF family, Black Gorilla family. I was the only New Yorker. I was like little New York when I was out there. I used to be OT a lot. So between Fall River, Massachusetts, the back blocks of Baltimore, like, I was really him, man. I ain't getting no local bread in New York, B. When I came to New York, I might have came to New York for 4 or 5 days. And, yo, where you been at? Yo, we need to get up. And before we can get up, I'm gone again. Like I said, my brain is wired different. The more and more I start posting and doing these kind of lives with y'all gonna be, we gonna be here. Like I said, but I gotta start somewhere. I can't just be on Instagram all day. You know what I'm saying? I just can't be on Facebook all day. So I get it. A lot of people want me over here. They keep telling me, yo, Stacks, yo. I be watching YouTube and a lot of people, like, yo, it's like they got your energy, bro. You need to really show New York who is who. Who's who? Like, real men live in their own crib. That's just a fact. Real men get their own bag. I don't get no YouTube bag yet. I get a real bag, bro. Real bag. I do real promotion for companies out here. These are the things I try to show people that's cool. You don't gotta be out here robbing nobody or no bum activity, bro. For real. Because you may have put your clothes together a little better than the next person. You envy him. That's the New York energy. Because this person might be shining or got more attention on social media, you know, you're hating on the one with 22,000 followers. But he's still on the way on the climb. Not everybody starts being lit. But it starts somewhere. So if you don't start at all, who's really the clown? Who's really the bozo? At least I'm getting traction and getting the ball rolling. And that's the problem out here. People don't want to work for themselves. They don't want to sit there and try to figure it out. It's a lot of grown men that hate other grown men because people figured out life. I know where I'm headed. You know how many men, if I walk outside right now and walk around Harlem, got the screw face? Because they probably like, damn, I don't want to go in the crib and hear that chick's mouth, man. Damn, what I'm going to do next? And they're frustrated. They're frustrated at you because you got a calm, collected face, smooth skin. You can walk in and out of your crib when you feel like it. People envy the simplest things, yo. So I'm on social media and we're going to break this the right way because I don't envy nobody. You know what I'm saying? I just tell people like this. You don't like what I do it better. That solves all their hate and anything you got wrong with Stacks for Time. You never heard of me? Do research on me. You never heard of me? Ask about me. It's simple. I'm not new. I might be new to you. And that's the difference here. That sounds like a personal problem. Look that man or that woman in the mirror. Other than that, I don't give a flying, and I shouldn't. But we're going to start getting this YouTube on, man, and get this monetized joint right, B. Word. We're going to get this right. Because I see a lot of people every day. You know what they be doing? I be checking them. They be looking at, I guess, the YouTube timer. I could talk for hours, yo. I got the whole format ready to roll out. Remember, I run my own entertainment company. I am New York's most viable trapper, B. This is not no fluky deal here. It's not. I could sign artists. I could sign your favorite artist if I choose to. If I decide to do music again, because I am one of the nicest, B, independently. Again, do your research, man. I got videos on here from, I think, a few years ago. I got a video on here y'all can check out right now if y'all don't want to look at the live. I shut down Dykeman. I think that's at like 10K. 10,000 views or something like that. But that's when I was playing with it. Shout out to Derulo Films. Let me tell you how that worked. I was smoking with my Dominicanos, right, in Washington Heights. I say, yo, these rappers is whack. Most of these rappers I know personally. It's corny. Y'all don't know them personally. Y'all know them from a lens looking at them on social media. When you're around these dudes, they corny. So, back to it. I rolled up on my man. He does filming. This is before I got into the filming part of entertainment. You know what I'm saying? I was just doing the acting and rapping. Oh, yeah. I was on web series, too. Shout out to 848. See, my resume, I got a resume for y'all. Don't think I'm somebody that y'all just going to yo, who is this guy? I got more on my resume. This is why they want more on YouTube than these chumps that y'all watch every day. The chumps that y'all watch, without me saying no names, they don't even blog in New York. I'll take y'all to the Apollo Theater and talk to y'all for a whole hour right now, man. And I run around by myself. Me and my best friend. I show y'all what real New York is. You don't need no entourage. These are things that they don't want y'all to see. The epitome of what real is. You don't got to be tough. You're just a man standing on 10 toes, man. Standing on your dean. Let's get back to that. Because there's too much feminine energy out here. What you mean by that, Stacks? You can't even tell somebody that song is whack without them having a hissy fit. You can't tell them that your favorite artist, they did bad right now. They did wrong. Nah, man. It's a blind eye. And you know what else is wrong with this New York air with that? Tell me if I'm lying with this. It ain't even just New York. It's everywhere. Tell me if I'm lying or if I hit it out the park. Like I said, I'm the truth on this shit. We gonna start rolling this out. Everybody, right, that claim they're somebody, right, that you see every day, when you look in their face, do they look happy? From a Jim Jones, he's supposed to be balling. He got a whole studios. Does he smile or does he look angry every day? Let's go on a higher level. Jay-Z. 9 times out of 10, when you see Jay-Z, he ain't smiling. Come on, man. I'm live, bro. Like, what's up with y'all, man? I ain't on Instagram right now. That's what I'm talking about. People just be bugging. So, he threw me off what I'm talking about, man. Jay-Z. I was on Jay-Z. Come on, bro. I see what's going on. They ain't even trying to let me talk to the y'all. They don't want me to give y'all the truth. Now they gonna start flooding my phone. This is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. They gonna start flooding my phone, man. Yo, S Dot, you still here, B? Yo, Jim don't be smiling like that. He don't be smiling like that. I can understand you might be a Jim Jones fan. I be around these dudes. These dudes ain't happy, man. Kanye West. He sold more than Jordans. When's the last time you seen Kanye West smile? I think the last time I saw Kanye West smile was when he was sliding through the railing, through the wire. Facts. Facts. So that's how that works, man. But we gonna have more motion on this YouTube joint. Kanye could be bipolar, yo. S dot, B. Yo, you here? I see you gonna be here for a minute, B. Or you might, you might be coming more and more on these lives or these pre-recordings. But I'll say this: Kanye can be bipolar, but you can't take one thing from him, though, bro. He's an artiste. Bottom line, man. He's not a rapper. He's an artist that know how to rap. He took it past rap. How many more of your rappers tried sneakers? 50 tried G Unit sneakers. Jay-Z tried S. Dot Carter's. And he's supposed to be the best in the game, right? But it took somebody that make beats to come out with a collaboration with Nike first. Because remember, he had a Yeezy Nike sneaker first. Sold that out. Nike amazed. What is happening? Yeezy amazed. Oh, I'm that dude. Then he comes out with his own sneaker, bro. And surpassed any rapper that came out with any merch in the game ever in life. So he could be bipolar. He could be bipolar, but he's an artist. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you can't take away from people, man. You can't take away the artistic part of people, man. And now where we at in social media, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't even listen to a lot of Kanye. I'm not really a Kanye. I like certain songs from him, like Good Morning. I like, you know, Jesus Walks. I like certain songs from Kanye. I don't think I can listen to a whole artist album no more, man. It's just where we at in the times. Even if I came out with a mixtape or something right now, I will only give the people 5 songs. 5 to 7 songs, bro, will be the track listing. And this is what they'll be telling y'all on YouTube. In today's time, people's attention spans is just not the same. They're not the same. People can't even get on the train or the bus no more without fighting. You can't even go 3 stops. Knowing it might be crammed up. Knowing that's what you might be signing up for, getting on that public transportation. But for some reason, you just can't deal with it. So that lets you know in society today, people had enough, especially in 2026. People had enough of everything, especially the BS. That's why everybody getting dimes dropped on them. It's 2026, man. 2025 was what? They say 2025 was, y'all. 2025 was the year of the truth. The year of the truth. So 2026 got to be the year of exposure. And everybody's getting exposed. try my hardest when I post, right? Like I said, I got a whole media joint, so I be on there with TMZ competing. Like they ask you who your competition is. My competition ain't nobody in the neighborhood. My competition ain't none of my fellow associates or friends that I know. This is where it gets spooky for people. People sometimes in their mind are programmed that they're in secret competition with you, knowing that you're on a different plateau. And not even saying that you're better than them financially or something, but where you're headed in life. That's key, y'all. That's golden. Where you're headed in life. You can have a whole blueprint. You can plan anything you want. 9 times out of 10, you're planning to fail. Right? But if you know where you're headed in life, it doesn't matter how many times you rewrite that blueprint, you're going to get there. Because you know it's only one set destination. See, me, I know it's only one set destination. I know it's major corporations that's ran by certain people that doesn't give our people opportunities. If I sit there and build my E.M.B Entertainment up to where it's on that TMZ level, I can now sit there and give out endless employment and not be on no Hollywood level, because the Hollywood dudes that we know, they don't come back for dudes like me. They don't come back for dudes like you, bro. So that's why I tell people, you can sit there and hate what I do, but I got traction. Period. And if I got more traction than you, then you need to figure out what the hell you talking about or hating for. This guy's actually trying to make a dent and do something. And this is where people go wrong. Why you discourage the next person? Because they're doing something with their self. No traction will probably be 500 people. I got 22,000 people that support me every day on Instagram. Why would that? Why would you even feel like that's not something? And it's organic. I don't got no blue check. And all your favorite artists is over there with me with no blue check. That's something. It may not be much to you, but then I gotta ask you, what are you doing? And then when you start asking people what they're doing, they don't do half of what you do, but they have so much negative things to say. I realize that. This is why a lot of people that's successful or climbing and being business owners and things of that nature, we be by ourselves, because we have people like that around. That energy is toxic. That's toxic energy. It's toxic energy. Hey, yo. Damn. That chain costs $5,000. Why you ain't get a chain for $10,000? What? It's still a chain. It still glitters like the one that's $10,000. It just might be smaller, but it's still jewelry. So that's what it is. People are always trying to find something in what you're doing because they're just not happy in their life, or they just ain't figure it out. And again, that always goes back to being a personal problem, y'all. Y'all got to understand that. That goes back to being a personal problem. Nobody's supposed to be happy for your success. I don't care if you got 5 followers. Yeah, let's talk about it. The hell with my 22,000 on Instagram. But you know what's so crazy? I make more noise on Instagram than anybody that got more followers than me. And that's proven. And that's proven in the comment sections. Everybody's over there. Everybody. And what I'm going to start proving people is, I'm going to start bringing them all over here. And you'll be like, damn, he only got 700 subscribers. Why this person talking to him? Why this person? That's what I'm going to show y'all, man. You can't find me, I can't help you, bro. My name is the same name, B. I ain't going to keep entertaining you because you might be trolling now. And I don't even know who sent you. So, just enjoy the live, bro. I'm done talking to you, my dude. For real. I don't know if you're looking for, like, it's getting spooky with you. My name is Stacks Fatan. It's simple. It ain't no underscores, no nothing, no hyphens. Google it. Google will take you to my pages. You're not stupid, bro. Go to the search box on IG and type it in. The dude in all red will pop up. Stop playing with me on my live, bro. This is not the section for that, bro. For real. And if you live in New York, hopefully we meet and greet one day, like I do with many New Yorkers every day, bro. You sounding foreign right now. So that's the last. That's the last input you get. And back to my live, man. So with all of these rappers becoming bloggers and podcasters on some real life, y'all, who's gonna be left to interview? And then you know what's so sad about them becoming this? Let me tell you what's happening out here, man. Let me tell you what's happening out here. When your artists was just rapping, it was like a mystique to them. It was like a mystery because all we knew was their music. We enjoyed when we actually seen a cameo appearance or they actually spoke on an interview. We enjoyed it. It's just like people wearing Jordans now. It's oversaturated. When I started to see on the first of the month, I'll say from the first, I can't even say from the first to the third no more. From the first to the ninth, crackheads and fiends that get checks, they get fresh in New York. I can't speak for y'all other places. But I know in the Bronx, from the 1st to the 7th or the 9th, around Harlem, 125th, they getting fresh. They running in and out of VIM. They getting their clothes, whether they stealing or buying it. They still getting fresh. Facts like, the sneakers 9 times out of 10 they buy because the women want to be seen. Like I just went shopping, da 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 da. But yeah, it's like it's oversaturated. So moral of the story of that is, if all your rappers are doing podcasting and blogging, and then we start learning their character, a lot of them is cornballs. And then it makes you say to yourself, you know what? You was better off never even touching the mic in this aspect. Pause. But touching the mic, blogging every day. Pause. That's not a good look. It's not a good look. But I'm going to give y'all more and more content, man. This is, like I said, I'm going to build this YouTube up. Like I said, I'm on Instagram, 22,000 followers, but 50 Cent, T.I., you name them, they all over there with me, engaging with me. Y'all could be over there engaging in the comment sections too and see what's going on and what's the hype about Stacks for Time if you never heard of me. But I'm not new. Been running my own entertainment company for the last 7 to 8 years in New York, pay taxes on it. I'm an independent rapper and actor. Been on a few web series. You get what I'm saying? And I do this. I do this for real. I do this for real. And all I try to do is show people the real part of New York. You feel me? You can mob by yourself. You can boom anything by yourself. And you don't need no entourages. Simple. You can figure it out. If I did, you can too. I had a hard-ass life. Period. And it's still hard. I have the family that's left on this earth don't even communicate with me. You would think I did something to them. That's how sad family dysfunctions are. My mother died when I was 13, 14. You would think family would be there for you. You would think family would, like, at that age, you're still looking for love. You know what happened to me? I was on that highway to hell. We're sending him to the family service of Westchester. Boom. We getting him ready to start scratching toothbrushes for the banger. We get Group Home Central. After Group Home Central, after he get, system, you know what I mean, programmed, we're going to send him to Spofford. Yeah, we're going to get him lit in there. And then we're going to set him up for jail and prison. So I tell people, anybody that went through those kind of things, if you're not strong-minded, see, I was strong-minded as a young kid. I had an old soul. So they always used to say things like this. I may have heard this kind of terminology. Oh, it seems like you've been here before. You ever heard that before? Somebody ever came up to you like, it seems like you've been on this earth before. Or you may have even said that to people At a young age, I had that kind of God-given talent. I could see way down the highway much faster. I think that's why I don't have no kids now. Like I still don't have no kids. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not a convicted felon. So this is how I separate myself from a lot of other people that's on these platforms. They want to sit there and glorify prison and jail and all that fly shit to you. I did a lot of that fly stupid shit too. But guess what? Getting caught for certain things and not getting caught for certain things separates you from the two, B. You get what I'm saying? So I teach the youth out here how to be smart and don't get caught, or just don't do it at all. But to listen to people that had to go do 20 years, come home, and then you want to take advice from them, I think that's backwards. That's backwards. I'm going to listen to the dude that ain't have to go get no felony first before I'm going to listen to the dude that got 2, 3, or 4. I'm coming to YouTube making it make a lot of sense to y'all, man. And why I'm the truth when I'm on Instagram. Because this is what they didn't want. They don't want me over here. And they've been trying hard and hard, and they really been distracting me on Instagram and Facebook, so I don't take time and come over here. They know the real bag is, I get the bag on Instagram. Don't get it twisted. I be posting the receipts and all that. But they don't want me over here on this platform for a reason, man. That's a fact. It is New York's New Rider, man. Your most valuable trapper. It's Friday. It's the weekend. We went from 2 days of summer or beautiful spring back to like poo shiesties and bubble coats. I don't know what's wrong with Mother Nature. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she need a man. Mother Nature's acting like some of these BBL women out here with these little dogs, thinking them dogs is gonna pay bills. Ain't that what Mother Nature? Think about it. That's what Mother Nature doing to us. Like you giving us 2 spring days. You got the girls coming outside with nothing on already. And then you go back to like it's about to snow. If Mother Nature don't need no man, I don't know what to tell y'all. But that's where we at with this, B. You know what I'm saying? Word. But it's a lot going on with me, man, that I want to bring to this YouTube for y'all, B. It's a lot because it's a lot of these grown men that's pump faking and faking a facade to y'all. Y'all don't need that no more. We don't need that no more where we at in today's time either, man. Like, we got to get to serious stuff for serious people, bro. My Con Ed bill. Let's talk about it. I'm usually outside. Like, if you check my Instagram, I'm usually outside blogging on New York, like in the New York streets. Like, I'm touchable. I'm very tangible. So if you don't like you don't like what I say, you can run down on me. We can get it in. That's the kind of dude I am. But this is what you'll see on my Instagram. I just got to bring that over here. But it's nothing foo-foo about me. You know what I'm saying? I got a few bang outs on my Instagram for y'all so you can see like this dude is the truth without glamorizing it. I'm just showing you what a man is. I don't need 3 dudes with me to try to jump somebody. 9 times out of 10, which I might see when you scroll through my Instagram, is 3 or 4 dudes trying to rob me or get me, and I'm banging niggas out. That's just the cloth I come from. There's a lot of pain in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not letting nobody oppress me. I don't think no man should let another man oppress them, especially if they on bum timing. You want my jewelry because you can't afford yours? That's not tough behavior, bro. You're on bum timing right now. Not only are you not taking that, but I will take a shot. But I'm not taking a shot because it's my jewelry that I want you to get. I'm going to take that shot because I'm a man and I stand on mine. And hopefully I can take enough shots to be able to disarm you and blow your noggin off. Word, cause just pulling it out, that ain't going to do nothing. You just booming me, you better take a headshot, nigga. Because other than that, I'm tussling until the end. Until your muscles or something say, oh, you can't move that way. Unless something like that's happening, listen, B, I'm on adrenaline. Like when I got set on fire. Like that was real. Like it's so much trauma and pain. I got so many stories for y'all, man. I'm gonna take over because it's the truth. I got receipts, man. I was a system kid. That's paperwork. That's real paperwork. That ain't rhymes, man. That's past my lyrics on a rapping sheet. I'm gonna tell y'all that before I leave, real quick, just so we can get into this. I got set on fire maybe 2 years after my mom died. So if that was 13, you would say 15. I don't know if I was in an institution called St. Cambrini's before I went to Jenny Clarkson. No, Jenny Clarkson is called an NSD. So that means that's like baby jail. That's baby jail before jail for you. This is how long I've been doing this. NSD is called a non-secure detention center. That's NSD. That's when you're 13 and 12 and shit. That's how long I've been banging in New York City, man. No blood, no crip, banging on my own accord. I'm not listening to no grown man telling me to go do a dummy mission. I never understood that. Even with my friends that's in that now, I still never understood how would you pick up the phone and another man tell you to jump and you gonna ask him how high because of a damn color. I never understood that. More power to everybody that love that life, man. More power to them. But I'm gonna show y'all this is what real New York looks like, B. For real. And I'm not glamorizing it. It's a lot of pain here. Let's get back to me getting set on fire at 15, 14 years old. So you just losing your moms. You still looking for love, bro. You're still looking for love. The system gets in your business after that. This is why the government ain't no good. Rather, they call them CPS or not. When stuff like that happens, they just start mingling in your households and start wanting to inquire what's going on. So that's how I got sent to the NSD, the non-secure detention center. When you're in there now, you're in there with real bug outs at your age. So I'm trying to process as a little kid. I just lost my mom's. I lost my dad maybe a few years earlier than that. Like, now, you're processing that and trying to figure out what you're going to do next in life. You're next to kids that's cutting their wrists. You're next to kids that's pyromaniacs. You're really with bug outs. You're not there because you're a bug out. You're there because you just had a traumatic experience in life. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. A lot of people ain't been through nothing, so they come on these platforms and they joke all day. And that's cool, but sometimes I want to learn. Sometimes I want to learn, man. And it's sad that the people that look like me, I can't learn from them. They want to sit there and talk about celebrity gossip all day. I do that too on Instagram, and that's why most of your favorite rappers is over there. You get what I'm saying? I do that too, because you gotta give both. You gotta give both. If you talk just like this, they'll say, "Oh, he's preaching. Oh, he's trying to be a Mr. Philosopher." But you might really know what they might need to hear. You might have that go and tell pro. You might have it. You might have it. It's hard out here, B. So back to me getting set on fire. So there were these two kids, right? I think one was like a sweet pea, right? Like he looked like he was on his way to being rainbow. And then we had another dude. I knew him from the town, right? From my town. And this is what's so funny when you know people. Because you don't really know them, right? And this is what they mean by that. This is why I say stop trying to glorify your favorite artists because you're not with them once the camera go off and you don't know what they do in their bedrooms or in their households. Back to it though. When you go to school with somebody, you're in school with somebody for 7 to 8 hours. You might consider them your friend. That's a school friend. If you don't hang with them outside of school, you don't know what they get into or what kind of life they have. Or if they have food in their refrigerators. You don't go home with them. You don't know what they seeing and you don't know none of that. So with the dude that I knew from the town, he had mental illness. But we didn't know that. We play basketball, chilling, like it's regular school shit. We might talk about MTV Cribs. Stuff. So one was sweet, rainbow dude, and this dude used to just play with fire and just get in trouble. So I guess that's how he ended up there. When I got there, I realized that, oh snap, that's one dude I know from the town. The other dude I ain't known from the town, but my man was rolling with him, like the dude from school. I'm like, why is he rolling with this sweet dude? This is young at a young age now. Like, check it though, check the flyness. Talk to my man, like, yo, what's going on? Why you in here? Blah 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 blah. You know the politics. Blah 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 blah. Blah. Anything cool? I never really asked him why he was chilling with the sweet pea, but the sweet pea was cool. He used to try to like, if I'm talking to my mans and them, he used to try to get in the conversation like, yeah, and I'm like whatever, like you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't paying this dude no mind, but I don't know why my man was jacking him. Maybe he was doing something with him. I don't know. I wasn't in there long. I was on a pass through. I may have been in there 3 days. Everybody got like separate rooms, right? Like it's set up like dormitory, but it's like hotel setting. You got your own door and things of that nature, and then they got the staff that walk the hallways and open your door and look in and stuff like that. My third day in, because I didn't really roll with them. I rolled by myself. You got to remember, I was still trying to process the fact my mom's died. So I didn't roll with nobody. I was still young trying to process everything. Like your computer's computing. Um, my third day there, so it was 72 hours in. I wind up, they wind up knocking on my door or whatever. The two dudes I'm talking about. So we chilling and talking for like 5, 10 minutes. They like, yeah, shit is whack. Whatever kids is talking about. Hey yo, holla at y'all later, or you know what I mean? We get up later. Paid no mind though. Me not knowing that that could have been the last day I was gonna be alive. Crazy. So the day's over. Staff is, switching shifts. People going home, whatever. I go to sleep. It's lights out. Ain't nothing going on. Ain't no movement going on. You ain't going to nobody's rooms no more, no nothing. And I try to say to myself, I wonder if staff was in on this. Corruption in the system, y'all. So the dude I knew from the town and the rainbow dude, they had a whole bunch of shit they ain't supposed to have. They had alcohol, like rubbing alcohol. They had a lighter. They had things you're just not supposed to have in that facility being a kid. You know what I'm saying? So me being asleep, my door wound up opening. And the beds at that time was like wood. So it was like the regular metal frame and the mattress, but you had your wood frames. Like you had your wood frames and all that. So we gonna speed it up. I wake up, I'm on fire, my sheets is on fire, my bed is on fire. Now when I wake up, I just see orange and like a blur. But I'm just waking up, so I don't feel nothing yet. But I hear like, you hear that. But that you're hearing is flames. Like you're hearing, that's flames you're hearing. I'm still not processing it because I'm just waking up. I guess I'm waking up being burned, but I don't know that yet. Real shit. Niggas try to kill me. Mental illness. I guess doing it for fun. Yo, I wake up with it. So when I wake up, maybe 5 seconds in, I'm hearing all the woof and seeing the orange flames in front of me. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? I'm bugging now. Because now I'm realizing I'm on fire. Now, this is what's so bad about that, y'all. Once you realize it, your body kicks in to all your senses. So now, once I realize I'm on fire, what happens now? Your body goes into like, it releases whatever it releases. And now you're feeling the pain. Like you're feeling it. So now I'm feeling it. Oh shit, what's going on? I'm going to panic mode. Like I'm like, damn. I run out my room. Now when I run out my room, I'm like, yo, I'm on fire, I'm on fire, yo. I start running down the hallway. When I'm running down the hallway, the flames is getting bigger. It's getting bigger. The more I run, the faster I'm running, the more I'm turning into like a stunt devil. Maybe 4 doors down, because I told you I was set up like a hotel room, the way the hotel set up, the way the facility was set up. Like everybody had a door, like doors. Niggas hear me yelling and screaming. I ran maybe 4 doors down. One of another kid that I rocked with in there, he heard me. He opened his door. Now the whole hallway smelled like burnt hair, right? But to try to give y'all a gist of the smell, I think it would be the equivalent to if you went to a hair salon and you smelled perm, if you know what perm is. So imagine perm as something being burnt. You get what I'm saying? What I'm smiling for? Like, what the hell? I can smile. I got $1 million smile, but we're talking serious right now. Um, so 4 doors down, I'm running, and then one of my homies opened the door. He seen it. He was like, "Oh shit!" But it's so crazy because as him seeing it, it's like he knew, but he didn't know what was going on, and he tackled me. He tackled me with a towel. So while I'm running, his door's opening, right? And I'm running, and he just speared me like Goldberg. If I knew the wrestler Goldberg, he had a special move where he'll tuck down and he'll boom. But he Goldberged me. I fell in the hallway, and then the flame went out. Moral of the story is, when the flame finally got out from him putting it out with his towel, most of my skin on my back and the back of my arms was fleshed open. I had like the white meat showing. You know what I'm saying? You could think it's fake, but once I show paperwork, you gonna look stupid. So how much money you want to put up, bro? This is what I do with people. I'm as real as it get. So I'm out here showing. I'm out here actually sharing my life stories because I'm showing you this is real. And I can't even say nothing, man. You just gotta. Hopefully we cross paths, man. That's what I can really say to a lot of people without me entertaining the trolling. Because I know it's part of that on YouTube. You gotta be, you know what I mean? You can't be too serious on YouTube. So I get it, y'all. But it was third-degree burns. When I went to the actual the trauma unit, I had third degree to whatever it was. And I remember the doctor and the nurse was saying, because they gave me saline. I'm gonna tell you what they gave me when my discharge. They wound up wrapping everything up that was burnt out, because of certain parts was more burnt than others on my body. So they had to wrap up certain parts with bandages. But I know to clean my wounds, I couldn't even use soap and water for a while. I had to keep getting these big ass bottles that look like water. It was like these big bottles they would give me, and but it's called saline, and you would have to douse the saline inside my arm and inside my back, and that would flush out the white meat that was showing. That would flush all of that out, the old bacteria and old blood. So it would be saline. That's the name of it. So you can think I'm capping if you want, bro. Like I don't know what you talking about. But after that, I went to the trauma unit, and they wound up discharging me. I think they was in fear of me having a lawsuit, so they wound up getting me out the saline ain't just used for that, bro. Saline ain't just used for your eyes, bro. Like you're bugging out. You're bugging out on that. Like, what you think? This is a Visine commercial? You don't. So you think saline is just used for that? Just think about it. If you're cleaning your eyes with it, something real vital like your eyeballs, you don't think they're gonna use saline for flesh wounds? Boom! This is why I don't talk to y'all retards in here. Y'all be trying to sound smart or try to belittle somebody that's telling real life stories, and it don't add up, bro. Word. Some of y'all don't even be educated, and that's a lot. That's a lot of. I noticed that too. A lot of people are not educated. The special ed and the slow people, I see what they rock with. It's called a goofy section. Dirty section, goofy section. They want to ha ha he he and think life is serious all day, right? When dudes like me that got real bills or with a real apartment, they got Con Ed spike hikes that a lot of y'all don't even know what's going on because y'all just maybe some don't pay Con Ed. Maybe some don't even know that they added extra taxes to your bill every month. These are things that I need to bring to the, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't live in no NYCHA. You know what I'm saying? My lights is different from my rent. You know what I'm saying? But these are things that the real New Yorkers need to understand and know so they know how to combat these bills that's coming in now. And while and certain people are still struggling because guess what? My Con Ed bill used to be, I'll say about $130 to $140 a month. Period. No matter what I do. My Con Ed bill is probably usually, yeah, my Con Ed bill will probably be maybe $130 to $140 a month. Now, I check my Con Ed bill, right? Because I don't live with no woman. This is real man. This is real man bills. Real man situation with E.M.B Entertainment. My bill this month was $380. You know why? You know what they told me? They added all these additional taxes that has nothing to do with your Con Ed bill. But this is what I need to start bringing to this platform. It's cool to joke all day, but I'm not in that goofy section, man. Like I told you, I run my own company for 8 years. I pay taxes 8 years in New York State, bro. And a lot of people, they get their companies registered outside of New York, but they don't want to pay that bag I had to pay to get everything done in black and white. For real. So it's a lot of things that you'll understand, man. You'll understand. We're going to get in the algorithm. I got more coming for y'all. But that Set on Fire story, that was it, man. Like they wound up discharging me after that because I think they were scared of a lawsuit. So I wound up getting out of that first institution, whether it was St. Cabrini's or whatever it was. It was just a holding spot. But once I got out of there, right, I wasn't free long because there was no family to take me in, right? And my emancipation papers ain't go through yet to be a legal adult at 14. It ain't go through yet, so I still had to go somewhere. So the NSD, the Non-Secure Detention Center, was Jenny Clarkson. Look it up. I'm the truth. Jenny Clarkson is a spot in Valhalla, somewhere in New York, somewhere in Westchester County, where they send them dudes that's going to be terrorists or that's going to be mobbing in New York. You're going to get your first taste of kitty camp jail. That's what NSD is. If you're not strong-minded, you'll get broken. You'll get broken. But that's where I started. Right after St. Cabrini, they sent me to NSD and Jenny Clarkson. From there, that's when you start I guess they start programming you for the system. I keep trying to tell y'all that. Like I said, when I lost my mom at 14, you're still looking for love and guidance. They're housing you with kids that like to cut they self, play with they self, already know they demonic. Now imagine you looking for love and you're around people that is going to make you go crazy. If you don't go crazy, you're going to wind up being something like that if you're not strong-minded. This is why a lot of people that come from the system and they on YouTube, they can't stop talking about it. When y'all go to my Instagram, you be seeing me bomb on your favorite rappers. They all over there. They all over there. Facts. And they keep telling me. The calls I get, you need to come on YouTube, bro. All these dudes that I'm watching, that's you, my dude. That's you. That's really you, Stacks. Like every dude I be watching, they be taking a little pieces of your charisma and stuff and try to plaster it on their page. You gotta come to YouTube, bro. But yo, 50 Cent T.I. and everybody's on my Instagram. If y'all don't believe me, I can go over there right now. And I don't be tagging nobody. These dudes be hoping somebody post them in their stories. I show y'all what real New York is, man. I don't walk with no entourage. I sit there and promote the blocks that want me to promote them, get the bag with them. Like I said, man, shout out to billionaire buds, B. You get what I'm saying? Smoke good, get gassed up. You feel me? This is what we do out here. Shout out to my Dominican family too, man. You know what I mean? Courtesy of Leyenda Bregal. So your boy, Stacks Fatan, they call me New York's most valuable trapper for a reason, B. I sit there and teach you to financial literacy. I'm out here doing business promos for businesses that need it. And I sit there and try to bring substance to this YouTube because it's too much goofy. And sometimes we all need to learn something from somebody. Like I got trauma. I can teach people how to overcome that trauma so you don't sit there and be angry at the world or feel like you're entitled to stuff because your mom's been taken from you at 13. Your dad been taken from you at 11. You didn't really have love from your family. You know what's so sad, y'all? My father's side of the family don't speak to me. I got brothers and sisters on my side, or on my father's side, that's living, and they don't speak to me. And they barely spoke to me since I was born. See how much pain is up in here, right? And you'll say, why is that? How could that be? Real quick for y'all. Back then, I'm an 80s baby. My dad was a married man, right? In those eras, I guess the wife cook and clean, and the father's the cash cow. My dad wound up sleeping with my moms that had me. I was like his pride and joy, right? What's so sad about this situation is that's a married man that cheated, so now his house is broken. So everything going on in that house, the kids and everything, they're now struggling to a level where they maybe didn't understand what was going on. All they knew was it was a kid that was born, which was me. My mom's finding out my dad was married. It can't go back now. She's pregnant and damn near about to have me whenever she found out. So now she kicks him out. So now I'm dadless, right? They're fatherless. But it's a lot of resentment because I was born. So my father's side of the family never jacked me. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm not really knocking that. Like the older you get, you'll realize. But it's a lot of pain and trauma. And I feel like there's a lot of us in New York that have that. And instead of, I guess, identifying with it, talking about it with amongst our peers on YouTube, talk about the goofy stuff all day, man. That's cool for maybe your first video of the day. After that, let me show y'all something, man. After that, let me show somebody how to get into Navy Federal Credit Union. After that, teach somebody that might need to learn what to do next after the LLC. You get what I'm saying? So you don't got to sit there and tell people, hey, yo, you're broke. Hey, yo, you're broke. People will call you broke because they don't want to uplift you, bro. Y'all gonna love it when I get into 050 the movement and the receipts I got with that. Y'all gonna love it when I get into who's supposed to be the king of YouTube, Hassan Campbell. Y'all gonna love when I get into that. All these dudes that y'all be glorifying don't want no smoke with me. Half of them is special ed. You understand? And the other half just can't read. Y'all know I'm talking to y'all right now. So y'all know y'all time is up because I'm getting this up. I'm here now. Y'all can take whatever content off Instagram But I'm gonna start showing them what real New York is, cause y'all not even blogging in New York. Maybe the light skinned one. Maybe the Bambaataa one is. Yeah, he's in Westchester. Yeah, I know where he at. But all them other ones, nah, man. Nah, man. Nah, man. Nah. Y'all boomed yourself from the foot even trying to play with me, man. You heard? It's New York's most viable trapper. New York's new rider, man. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend, right? And enjoy the content. I got a lot more coming. I got the format coming. You see the thumbnail. I was just playing with the thumbnail. I'm rolling it out. I got the intro. I'm rolling it out for y'all. Don't get it twisted. It ain't just gonna be like this, and you're gonna feel like it's dry and it's tainted. Like even though y'all like that DVD look. If y'all go on my Instagram, I keep stressing that because I'm lit on that. I'm not lit on this. You know what I'm saying? I don't get a bag off Instagram. I mean, off YouTube. I get a bag off everything else. Instagram, Facebook, X. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no TikTok and none of that craziness. Now I don't got none of that. But I get real bread. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know. Don't your man be showing y'all this? Hold on. Don't he be doing some corn? He be doing this, right? Hold up. What your man be doing? Don't your man be showing you? Don't your man be doing this? Your man be doing shit like this on the camera and thinking this is something? This is stripper money, bro. That's what I'm saying. Them clowns is goofs. Like, they want to show you shit like this. I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting it. That's Instagram. That's just me paying the post. That's what I'm saying. I get paid on other platforms. I don't have maybe that YouTube bread. When I start getting YouTube bread, shit like that, and I get paid on Instagram probably every 2 weeks, right? So this is what was left from last night. It was a lot bigger than this, but just imagine me on YouTube now, right? And if this is Instagram bread I'm getting, and it was a lot bigger than this. Like I said, I went partying last night, but it was a lot bigger than this. But once I start getting Instagram bread, what do they think they gonna do? You know how many opportunities I'm gonna be opening up for y'all? Like real opportunity, because like I said, I've been running my own company 8 years in New York, paying taxes on it. These dudes are just getting their feet wet, getting money. They never saw money in their life. Half of them are slow, and the other half can't read. Now I can understand why they didn't want to bring me up on their platforms. I'm really him. If y'all start seeing real New York on their platforms, y'all gonna relate to me more than them, right? I don't want to tell y'all jailhouse rock stories. I want to tell y'all how to get to businesses, how to promote them, right? How to get a bag from that, stuff like that, right? You want to start a platform? I want to bring you on my platform so the world can see you. I'm not trying to keep you underneath here. Because now I keep you underneath here, and guess what I'm always saying? Oh, that's a bum. That's a clown. But you never want to give that clown or that bum an alley-oop. Make it make sense. So these dudes be busters on YouTube, and I'm bombing on them. And they know I run around the whole New York City by myself with my best friend. You heard? My best friend can't tell on me. We got into a lot of steambouts together. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat together. But that's just what it is. But you don't need to run around with a whole mob. But this YouTube, these streets need to change. They can keep that goofy section. Guess what? Everybody over here with me, we on the Boulevard and Avenue with the real New York. That's what I'm calling this. It's the real New York, man. They can have all that goofy stuff. And we can sit here and talk celebrity gossip sometimes. If y'all don't want that from me, y'all got to let me know what y'all want. But 9 times out of 10, if y'all do want that, that's on my Instagram every day. Like, I got the latest, like I said, I got a whole media company. So if y'all know what TMZ is, I'm like the black TMZ. Like, my numbers is getting up there like that. I'm getting respected like that. You know what I mean? Instagram is giving me trophies and awards for 100K views and stuff like that on a regular now. So the media, the whole media thing I'm doing, it's getting there. And that's cool, because that's how the magic happens. I don't want no alley-oop. I don't. And I'm glad I'm doing this YouTube thing organically too, because that's letting y'all know I'm really here for y'all. I've been here a whole hour. A whole hour and 9 minutes. You know what I realized? Sometimes the conversation gets good, but you realize some people's not doing this naturally. They're like this. Oh, I've been here 40 minutes. Hey, yo, I'll be on later on, better. They're trying to clock a certain time for y'all. Nah, man. If it's passionate enough to heart, you could go. I can go for another 2 hours with y'all. And this is the problem. They know I real. That's why they want me here. I can sit there and run my mouth about nothing but truth, substance, and pain that we all been through. I gave y'all me getting set on fire, right? How about when I got out the system, maybe 2 years after that, right? How about this? How about seeing your man head get blown off? How about that? Matter of fact, let me clean it up. Because that's over dramatic in it. That's like me putting Netflix in it. I don't want to do that to y'all. My man was turning blood. This hurts a little bit. Rest in peace, Pierre. My man was turning blood. His older brother was the man in my hood. The part of the hood that I was in at that time. Because I was fresh out. I was fresh out of non-secure detention. I finally found a family member that would say, yo, I'll take him in. So I got out the system again. Now I'm out the system. I'm getting money. And I'm around older people because, like I said earlier in this live, I had an old soul. This is going to bother me a little bit, y'all, so just bear with me. This makes me angry, too. Yeah, because I didn't even know I was going to get into this with y'all. This hurts a little bit. Rest in peace, Pierre, again. You'll never be forgotten, homie. Um, so, yeah, he was turning blood. His brother came to me one day and was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? His brother was like the weed man. He was an older cat. He was a weed man. He was like, yo, I got a younger brother. I think he was from London. Like they was from London or something. He's like, yo, I got a younger brother I want to introduce you to. He do music or he want to do music. At that time, I was like the hot dude in the neighborhood spitting and all that. So I said, cool. I'm like, cool. You can holler at me or tell your brother to holler at me. We cool. We started linking up, chilling. At that time, with the Bloods in New York, they was giving out knowledge. I don't know if y'all know that language. A lot of y'all may not know that language. I've been around that blood culture my whole life, the blood and crip culture. My neighborhood, predominantly of my city, was crip, but you had your like bunches of bloods, if that makes sense, right? But we all went to school together. My town was small, but so he used to walk around with his blood knowledge, and he used to come to my crib and watch the rhymes. And while he's watching, writing rhymes, I mean, and he's going over his blood knowledge. And one day he said, "Yo, I'll be back." I'm like, "All right, what's going on?" He's like, "Ain't nothing." And he also was the man because he had the fire too from his brother. So I guess he had a chop to make. So he said, "Yo, I'll be right back." So he left his knowledge on my table, and the instrumental was still playing or whatever. And my man ain't come back. If this was 3 in the afternoon, they may have booed my man at 3:10. Right. That's how. I ain't gonna do this right now on live, but yeah, 3:10, maybe 3:05. If you just left my crib, I'll be right back. I looked out the living room window. I seen him walking to where he was walking to crossing the street, and then I went back writing rhymes on the couch. I think I wound up getting a phone call like, "Yo, you know what just happened? You heard what just happened?" Mind you, I heard shots that went off. Heard shots that went off. I said I didn't. I don't know what happened. What happened? Nobody wanted to tell me. When I ran downstairs, niggas told me what happened. What's sad about this story, y'all, is my man got his head blown off, right? And the dudes that was around, that was left, you know what they did? This makes me want to do something, right? It's crazy. Give me a minute. My man is dying. My man is dying. And went in my man's pockets and took his weed pack and sold the rest of his weed. Sold the rest of his fucking weed, bro. Yeah. Shit like that. And it's weird. It gets funny like that sometimes, man, because people are suckers out here. People are suckers, bro. And to fast forward in today's time for y'all, that's why I always tell y'all, the streets is undefeated. The streets will always be undefeated, B. And 21 Savage said something about a month or two ago. And that's why it's F these streets, right? I didn't even know it was going to touch me like that, talking to y'all for real. But like I said, it's a lot of pain in here. And we're going to get through that because I don't give Instagram this. So this is what this is about. But rest in peace to my man Pierre again, man. He'll never be forgotten. But they ran in my man's pockets, bro, while he was just damn near leaving his body, bro. And they took his weed. And they had the nerve to sell the weed in the same, like to sell the weed, like, yo, I got the gas, you need something. Like, do I need something? And everybody knows who did it. Everybody knows. I don't know what happened after that. Cause again, I wound up getting sent away again. Like I said, I had a hard life. So I got wound up getting sent away again. So I don't even know if they wound up finding his shooter or not. Or what happened, because again, my life was spiraling at a young age. So I wound up getting sent away again. I think at this time I'm in Spofford. This goes back in the era. I want to let y'all know the era I'm in with this shit, though. The era that I'm in with all of this is like with Saigon. This is what dudes like that was in Spofford. Uh, what else? DFY. Like, I was around a lot of these dudes, bro. I was around a lot of these dudes. But that Pierre story always hurts me because there's one guy that's around. Like, I don't see him, but he be around on social media, right? You know how you know somebody that's like, yo, this dirtbag. Like, what are you even? Like, are you serious, bro? Like, you still around? Like, how are you even still around? Because that was the guy that had, yo, this guy that took the pack out of my man's pocket. Crazy. Crazy. But y'all stay tuned, man. It's going to get interesting on this YouTube streets. It's going to get real interesting real fast. Like I said, I got a lot of substance and a lot of content to talk about. And everything that I got to say to y'all, it ain't no jailhouse rock stories. I don't have that for y'all. I don't have that. I got a lot of pain for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of cameo appearances I did in city jails and you know, looking at hard time if I was convicted of my crimes. You know what I'm saying? I can give y'all all of that. If y'all, what's that called? Paperwork parties and shit. I can give you all my receipts of where I've been and what I've been up to and what I've been doing and how I changed. I can give y'all all that. But that's not what this platform is for, bro. Y'all need to learn. I need to learn from y'all. That's what this is. This need to be a learning process, not a learning curve. Facts. But anything that y'all don't see on this YouTube, holla at me on my Instagram, B. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all the love, and it's gonna get bigger. It's gonna get bigger, but again, it starts from somewhere. Hitting the like button, the subscribe button. I think I got something called a hypey or a hyphy. I don't know what it's called, but I'm learning this algorithm now, y'all. I'm learning it. I will be on later. We'll figure out what we're gonna be talking about later. I think I want to get y'all. I think I want to get y'all into credit unions. I think Navy Federal, for everybody that want to try to get into Navy Federal, and I don't scam. So again, I'm trying to teach all of y'all that want to do it the right way. Some of y'all that might be uh, a turtle race, but this will still get done. Some might be on bunny hopping, kangaroo steps, but it still is going to get done. But a lot of people cry broke. A lot of people say they're not financially where they need to be in life, bro. So I'm here with y'all, man. Y'all stay sucker free. It's Stacks for Time, New York's new rider, man. Your most viable trapper, man. Y'all stay sucker free out here for real. Enjoy your weekend.